Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about positional arguments in Python. Okay, now let us discuss with an example. So I'm writing a function called sum. I declare two parameters. Okay, I will print the value of a and print the value of b, print the value of b and print the sum. Okay, a plus. So this is my function definition. Now I will call this function. Okay, I will call with second arguments. Let us say 35. Here I will give some message that the value of a and here I will give that b is equal to and here also a equal to. Okay, right. Now I will run this program. Now you can see the output as a is equal to 20 and b is equal to 35 and the sum is 55, and here also I will write now you can see the output. Here some message I will give like sum equal to, now it will look nice. Okay, now can you see this output, right? If I pass two functions, sum of 20 comma 35, then the value of a is 20 and the value of b is 35 and the sum is 55, and for the second call the value sum of 35 comma 20, now the value of a is 35 and the value of b is 20. That means this positional arguments will take the same position as the function parameters. So here the parameters a comma b. So when you pass the values, that means the arguments 20 comma 35. Okay, now the value of a is 20 and the value of b is okay. Now when you are writing a function with sum of a comma b, okay, now a comma b are in the positions, the a occurs first and then b occurs, that is the positions. Now when you pass the arguments, Okay, when you pass the arguments 20 comma 35, now 25 will sit in A, got it, and 35 will sit in B. In the second call, 35 will sit in A and 20 will, okay, now 20 will sit in B. Got it? This is about the function call. Okay, the function call will works in the same way. That means you cannot change the positions of these arguments. If you pass 20 comma 35, and it will follow the same position as parameters. So respectively, we can say 20 and 35 will sit according to the parameters you defined. You defined as some the parameters as a comma b. Now Python will assume that 20 comma 35 are a comma b. So 20 will be assigned to a and 35 will be assigned to b. Now you can see this output now. Now when you call this function sum, okay, when you call this function sum, now the value of a is 20 and the value of b is 35 and sum is 55. Okay, and for the second function call, the value of a is 35 and the value of b is 20 and the sum is 55. And this is about the positional arguments. We cannot change the positional arguments. Okay, if you do not mention anything, we can change the positional arguments by using the next advanced topic called keyword arguments. Okay, keyword arguments. Now, moving to the next topic, we shall discuss about the keyword arguments. Now, keyword arguments are similar to positional arguments where we specify while the function call itself. So here I will specify that b is 20, sorry, b is 20 and a is 35. And here I will specify that a is 35 and is 20. Now, while you are calling this function, you specified that the value of b is 20 and the value of a is, okay, the value of a is 35. And here you specified that the value of a is 35 and value of b is 20. So when you run this program, you will get like this. The value of a is 35. Okay, the value of a is 35. See here, when you run this program, when you call this function sum and you mentioned that the value of b is 20, so it will sit in b. Okay, and you mentioned a is 35, so it will sit in a. So a is 35 and b is 20, so no confusion for Python. And here in the second function call, you mentioned that sum a is 35 and b is 20. So it will assume that a is 35 and b is 20. So when you get this output for the first function call, you will get a is 35, a is 35 and b is 20. So sum is 55. Here you mention the position of the arguments. Okay, you mention the position of arguments. So Python will not take by its own. It will obey your assignments. That means you changed, actually you changed the positions. by naming them. Okay, so actually if you do not mention a comma b here, by default it will take a as 20 and b as 35. Since you changed the positions by mentioning the variable, so my value of a is 35 and value of b is 20. Even though you defined the sum, the function definition as a followed by b, it will change according to the function, uh, according to the arguments passed. Okay, arguments passed. You passed arguments a as 35, so it will assume that a is 35. Now b is 20, so b is 20 is saved here. In that way it will work. So this is about the keyword arguments. Okay, so this is about your default arguments and keyword arguments and the positional arguments. In the next video we will see about the variable length arguments. Okay.